Hello, fellow traders everywhere. Adam Hewison here, president of INO.com and co-creator of MarketClub with your video market update for Tuesday, the 12th of February. Money makes the world go round. Yes, it does. We'll be talking about the forex markets and how big they are and how powerful they are and how you should be following those with MarketClub. We'll also be commenting on the State of the Union. Tonight, after the President Obama speaks, we'll be on cash flow. That's a CNBC Asia tonight after 10 o'clock. So be sure to watch that if you have a chance. We'll also, Tim Cook made a very famous statement today, not a statement, maybe a quote of the day, I should say, and that is Apple does not have a Depression-era mentality. Tim, just very quickly, create an iWatch to sell to all your iPhone users, and you'll be back on top with some really, really good profits and some really, really good growth in your stock. Not before. Also, did you know you can download Right on the Money? It's all about forex, so that's free to all members of MarketClub, so you may want to check that out. But let's get started right away. And I actually created several portfolios, but I'll show you what they are. So right here we have spot forex, and that spot forex is basically cash spot interbank forex. And we have currency ETFs that you can trade. So you have really cash forex if you're trading big amounts of money. That's $1 million plus with the interbanks markets. You have the ETFs, which trades just like a stock, or you have the futures that trade just like futures, of course. A little leverage, but fixed contract sizes, and very, very useful, and some nice leverage involved too. So before we get into that, let's take a look at the daily movements right now. Crude oil, we're going to talk about crude oil. You can see very quickly you have this little square yellow box around this market, and if you put the mouse over it, it tells you Tuesday, February 12th, 97.52. That was a buy signal today in crude oil. You see how this automatically comes in for you using MarketClub. It's also in our portfolios that we track, our World Cup portfolio. We actually have this particular market. So let's move right along to Apple. Apple basically is going to have to do some repair work. It's down today 1.8%. It's not going to go up until they get a new product to sell, whether it's Apple TV or whether it's a smartwatch, iWatch. We'll see what happens. But on the euro, basically, you had a signal buy, another buy signal on the euro. Very, very strong market today. Now, this is the interbank market. If you're going to be trading currencies, you want to look at the interbank market. This is the big, big market. And look at how this beautiful, beautiful technology and beautiful trending markets. So you can see we picked this up really the first time at 127. I'll move this over here. 127.47. It's 134. That's a huge, huge move in forex markets. And look at the pattern we're seeing. Let me get my illustrator on. So if we go down here, we're looking at oversold, oversold, oversold. Every time you get down here, it looks as though you're going to get a buy, and it's pretty much the same. So I think we're going to see another move up like this, and I think we're going to see this market go to new highs. Very, very powerful. You have a plus 100, plus 80 rather, but everything is up, and the trend is your friend in forex, and it's going higher, the euro against the USD. So let's clear that off and go to our next market. And the next market we're going to be looking at is the CME S&P 500 cash index. New highs today in that index. I don't think it's going to do a lot until after the State of the Union comes out, and we've just been grinding higher. But we are bullish on this market. We talked about this market before and what we're looking for. And let me just put 6 months in. We've talked about the pattern we've seen in this market. We really haven't got any exciting upside momentum yet, but I think we will. So there's the pattern basically right there. There's the big, big pattern, big energy field here. And there's the breakout point. You can see our monthly trade trial kicked in earlier. And now we're looking for this market to go to 1550 or 1600 on the upside. We're very bullish on this market. Does it make sense? It doesn't matter, but the reality is this makes sense. It's plus 100. It's a strong trend. You go with the trend. You don't fight the tape. If the market's going up for a reason, it's going up for a reason you may not know about, and it doesn't pay you anymore even if you do know about it. So let's go with a trend, and the trend is clearly up in this market. So let's go to our next market. Pretty much the same thing on the Dow. Show you that chart very quickly. And pretty much the same thing. You see new highs on the Dow of 14,000, very bullish, plus 100 in the score. We're looking for this to go higher. A little bit different picture on the NASDAQ. You may remember we talked about this on TV just a couple of weeks ago, saying the NASDAQ is not going to enjoy the same kind of movement because we still felt that Apple was under pressure, and Apple is 10% of the NASDAQ, so that's what you want to look at. So we looked at crude oil. Let's go right into Avon prices. These are our big movers for today, and we'll be coming back to Forex. So this is a big move for the day. Avon, bingo, huge move up. We're up 21.65%, huge move. Look at where we came in on this market. The monthly came in at 17.15. It's 20.98, and it looks like it's off to the races in this market. Has it been higher? Let's take a look. Yep, it's been a lot higher. So we can certainly see the market go up to the 23 area without too much of a challenge. So let's see how that plays out. But generally speaking, I think this market's off to the races. That's a big mover on the upside today that we caught using our trade triangles. Next market is Masco, symbol MAS. And again, this is another market that's had a big move, but we also were long from 1450 based on our monthly triangle. In our weekly triangle, you can see I have to go back a little further because the weekly triangle didn't kick until right back here, and that's on November 1st. At 1592, it's 1990. So let's call it $4, which is a nice return. Let's go to our next market. But the problem, what I'm saying now, you're not surprised with MarketClub. All the moves are in the direction of the general trend, which is positive, and we picked up those positive trends some time ago. There's the weekly right here, the monthly 37.21, and you can see we have really done well with this particular market. So let's move on to the markets that aren't doing quite so well. DNB, Dun & Bradstreet, it's a sell signal today. Not a short signal, just get out of this market. There's no reason to be in this market right now because you have a conflicting triangle with a green triangle. Just stay on the sidelines there. Now, Fidelity National Info, same thing there. Look at this market and look at the information we're showing you. Let's just wait for the chart to come up. Here it is, another sell signal there. Not to go short, just to come out of the market. And again, you're taking a cash position, which is a position in and of itself. Marsh & McLennan, MMC, big move down, triggered a sell signal. The longer term trend is positive. However, you should be out of this market right now. That's the key thing. I'm going to go back to my portfolio. I'm going to show you the Forex markets. Now, the spot Forex, what this is, spot Forex means for immediate delivery. This market, I'll just write this down so you see. This market trades 6.5 days a week, okay? And out of those 6.5 days, it trades 24 hours a day. So you can always follow these movements and these all the major currencies. We have them on MarketClub, and they are real-time, live, 6.5 days of the week, 24 hours a day. When we close down here, the next market that comes in is Australia. And when we close down here, I should say on Friday, the next market that comes in is really, you see some trading on Saturday morning in the Eastern Standard Time, but mainly the major market comes in on Sunday evening. That's when the Australia kicks in and the Asian markets kick in. So watch these markets very carefully. If you're going to trade in Forex, whether it's futures or ETFs, this is the market to follow, the spot market. That's where everybody takes their direction from. Not the futures, not the ETFs, but the spot Forex. When you follow the spot Forex, you're going to be way ahead of most people. Now you can see today, just looking, you can see all these signals we've seen in these markets today. Actually, one more there and one more there. So these are all the signals that have taken place today in this market. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen when these changes occur. So the one thing you can do, it's nice with MarketClub, you can actually sort this out. Just you click on the highs here. And that should sort the levels out, but for some reason it's not doing it. Let's just do this. Yep, that's working. And we'll have to see that, check that out. But that's, anyway, you can sort the scores out as well, all the hundreds here. So there's a sort right there. And you can see all the green triangles here, the major green triangles, and the major short ones. Here's the US dollar, Swiss franc, which means if you see the US dollar first, that's the lead currency, and it's trading against the Swiss franc. If you see all the red arrows, red triangles rather here, it means the dollar is going down against the Swiss franc. Now you can trade an ETF in this. So here's the trend. You can see it's been, if we spoke this out a little bit, there's the trend. So pretty much from 2006, this market, the Swiss franc, I lived in Switzerland for a number of years, the Swiss franc has been doing much better than the dollar, which is eroding. And this has been a whole thing with the U.S. basically to devalue the currency wars, basically to have a cheap dollar so we can get more exports. That's pretty much what they're trying to do here. So looking at this market just on a very short-term basis, you can see we had a weekly signal here at 91.07. It's 91.69 there. So the market's a little bit higher than we got in. But nonetheless, you use two things. If you're a short-term trader, use the daily. I'm going to put the daily in. You see, boom, see the daily kicked in right here at 91.15. This is 91.07, so you lost 8 pips, very little money to do that. But the reality is the market did go higher. Now you had a signal to get short again at 91.57, and we'll see how that trade works out. But lots going on in these markets, and you have some great opportunities to make money. So let's go on to, you can do the Euro British Pound. These are all spot forex, but let's take a look at the ETFs. These are the ETFs, currency ETFs. This is the euro against the dollar, the British pound against the dollar, the Swiss franc against the dollar, Japanese yen, Canadian, and Australian dollar. These are all vis-a-vis the dollar. So you can see the ones higher. This is the euro. That's the signal, just like the other one we showed you. And these are saying the Australian dollar. If we go here, you can see the trend is pretty clear in terms of where it's been for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So again, lots of opportunities in these markets to make money, and they're very, very cool to trade. Now, here's a possible double bottom setting up here, minus 90, the trend is down here. So I think that's the key thing to look at. And if we go to, as I said, the first ETF we looked at, which is the euro, you can see that click on the blue button, there we go. And you can see basically what the euro is doing. The euro is just tracks, if you look at this market, let me just do something very quickly and just show you, take all this razzmatazz off, take all the triangles off, boom, 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 and just make the simple line chart. Now, if I go back, just remember that pattern. Let's just scope this out a little further. Remember that pattern. If I go back and look at the spot forex, and I look at the euro dollar right here, and let's just take a look at that, and there's the same pattern. It's almost identical. So that's, again, this is the same pattern of the ETFs. The ETFs are going to trade identical to the forex markets. That's the beauty of them. Lots of liquidity. Hey, I'm Adam Hewison. We're going to be doing a show tomorrow, Market Club TV on forex. Please join us. We have other questions to go through, but we'll all be tuned in tonight for President Obama's State of the Union message. Let's see what he has to say. Have a good day trading, folks.